Okay, so generally, the training should be very interactive, and it's not like a like you join somewhere. You should have that rapport with your trainer first of all. You should have build that connection with a trainer, okay? And that should be like fun and very interactive, okay? So for that reason, I mean, that spark happens only it is in the live training. So that is the reason, even though we had a chance of selling this course in different portals, but we are not doing it because the way you watch the recorded sessions, it's really I'm not criticizing any like the videos you seen on YouTube. Even I hate sharing this, but you are asking me a different kind of a questions in the uh, like workshops or webinars or whatever. Okay, so the people should know it. Okay, the same question, whatever you have asked for something. Okay, so the same question is someone in someone's mind, and it's going to be cleared on that time. So that is the reason we are sharing these recorded videos on YouTube or on some other LinkedIn platform or social media platforms. Okay, fine. So we are not selling this, Guru Raj. It's a live training. Okay, fine. Most of the people who are from different countries, like due to the timing issue, you are from India and Dubai and Qatar. For you, this is fine. But the people who are from UK, it's like it's a morning time for them. For US, it's a day. It's they're sleeping now. Okay, so for them, we are sharing the recorded videos and we'll just sit with them on the weekends for like 30 or 45 minutes and we'll clear all the doubts after, I mean, they watch the recorded videos to some content. Okay, so fine. I think you cleared this thing, Guraj. I'll share you all those details, not today, tomorrow, because it's a 2 days workshop, and this workshop is going to explain a lot of stuff, okay, which is not completely full training because it's a 40 to 45 hours training it is. You are going to learn automation tool, okay. It's not even a tool, it is a language. So a tool comes with a language. It's a really a wonderful I mean interface. I hope most of you have seen, and I'm sure you guys are not very new to the Dynamo. You have seen a lot of examples, uh, I mean, being done by a lot of people, okay, on YouTube or on LinkedIn. The people are posting their scripts they've used on their projects, okay, and here and there, okay. So this is for to bring an awareness, and this webinar should not be exactly like there is no two-way interaction, okay. It's not like that. You clear all your doubts in this 2 days workshop, whatever it is, okay, because the people comes to know. And you should, even in my training, we have a Q&A session. And I mean, every day we will just I'm gonna kill your 2 hours time, okay. It's very important for you and your career, okay. If you want to step forward, then you must have to spend that 2 hours time over day, okay. So, and one more, I mean, if I spend like 2 hours, see, I'm working for 8 hours a day or 10 hours a day, sometimes 14 hours a day, and again spending 2 hours on learning. To save your 14 hours time, to save your 8 hours, for example, you have a task that could be done in 5 hours, okay. So would it, I mean, do you hire an assistant for your tasks? No, right? So, I mean, if you have an assistant to automate your stuff, that like the same fire task could be automated, can be done in just matter of 5 to 10 minutes. Really, it's really a wonderful thing. You don't need to hire that kind of an assistance. You understand? So these workflows.
तो ये कौन छोड़ो इधर चलो यार नाले का दिख रहा है
Let me mute everyone. So these exactly say these training is going to help you the completely. You can create your sessions, sorry, create your scripts in just matter of uh, I don't say like you have to be expert and it'll take hundreds of hours to write your first script. Trust me. I'm gonna give you a one statement now. It is proved. From the third day onwards, you are going to write your own scripts. From the third day onwards, you're going to write your own scripts, and it's my promise. Okay, fine. So let me see. Few people are still texting. Yeah. Okay. So the training should be very interactive. For that sake, this 2 days, the workshop is going to is going to show you that how the training is going to be simple. Because the most of the people, they're texting me, sir, what is the course fee? So what is the course fee? What is the course fee? Arey, you should, I mean, if you have enough money, spend with your family. Okay, if you're spending something on a learning which is your career, then you have to take a step very you have to think twice and thrice before you spend a single penny on these kind of a stuff. Okay, so how the trainer is going to be, whether the trainer have a true experience, is going to explain all the stuff or not, am I choosing a right guru or not? Okay, so he's going to be treat me like a his, or I mean he's like a money minded. Okay, so there are many things. I mean, when I was started my career into this automation especially, so I have spent a lot of money on it, and mostly I wasted my time by choosing a wrong, for example, wrong path. Okay, many people misguided me here and there. Just go here and just go there, learn that, learn this. Are why did you start learning it? Stop it. Do this now, and then you have to go to that thing. So no many. Okay, fine. Finally, I gone with a proper path. Then finally, I started facing the issues with the trainers. Seriously, they just learned the same organization and they started teaching. So I faced many. So I'm going to explain you in these 2 days workshop. I'm going to explain you the path of it. So whether you join a training program, because you are like 60 people, we not allow all the 60 people in one batch itself. Okay, we'll just allow only 30 people. So the 30, meanwhile, if you would like to start something, like, I mean, why you should have to start. So this is for whom exactly? I'm going to explain everything in this next 2 days. Okay. So if you start something, how to start exactly. And I'm going to show you some examples, live examples. You ask me, I'm going to present that. I'm going to do it in front of you, let's say, let's see some sort of a magic. Okay. It's not going to be boring at all. If you feel bored and if you want me to stop, let's have some fun doing here and there. Okay. And then we'll just come back to our things again. Okay. Fine. So please record this session. Yeah, it's recording now. uh, yeah, hi Shubham. I want to learn completely, so please details. Sure. I'll text you, Gurraj. Text me on WhatsApp. Okay. So text me on WhatsApp so that I can session in Hindi language better understand. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm very poor at Hindi. Sure. Seriously, not even 10%. Okay, it's very tough for me. Then it's going to be like a sort of comedy movie. Okay, so don't expect Hindi from here. So I don't have no experience. See, okay, nice thing, Ranjit. Most of the people, uh, you know, uh, you are here. Right? They're completely like a zero in the Dynamo. No one have any experience. I've seen few people who are having like experience. I mean, the learning from last 1 year, the learning from last 1 year or last 2 years. But to be frank, I've seen many people, because we are a hiring partner, so we are going to send a candidates to the companies. We don't send any Revit modelers or Revit coordinators to the companies. We'll send only the automation candidates to the very very big clients, and even very budak clients also, very small clients. Seriously, in my clients, compared to I mean, if you see the companies who are earning like a 200 crores turnover, they are not implementing the automation, but the company which is even not even earning like a 1 crore, they are using an automation. Seriously. For example, it's my company. So it's like a 3-year startup. Still in our company for our projects, we are using automation. Okay, most of the companies in Bangalore and in Mumbai and Delhi, very rare, like 2 or 3 clients I've seen. Okay, fine. We'll discuss that later. Okay, so most of the people are completely zero, and my training is going to be completely from the zero only. I'm not starting from the mid. I don't consider you even, at least a 20% of 30% of Dynamo, and I'm not starting from the mid. It's completely from the scratch. It's completely from the scratch. Not even zero also, minus. Okay, so I'm gonna treat you like a kid, whether you are a manager, you are a coordinator, whoever you are. Okay, so I'm going to treat you like a small kid, like you're learning some. You're now you are putting your footsteps into a different thing. Okay, so a different language. So why I'm saying it's a language, it is really a language. Okay, because it's not, it looks like a tool, but we can't say this is a complete tool. Okay, so fine, I'm not visible. I think, Rupesh, can you see my screen now? I just presented it. Okay, your voice is not audible, sir. Oh, is it happening with everyone? I hope. Let me see how many people.
No, it's okay. It's we're you're audible and visible both. Both all is good.
Okay, fine. So if you have any Pratik and screen is not visible.
No, it's fine for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So let me stop the presentation and let me
Even for me, it's also okay. I can
okay.
audible and I can see your screen.
Okay, in case you lost the audio or you lost the screen, you log out and log in back again, or else if you have any issues with your mic or whatever, you join from your mobile. Okay, you join from your mobile and enter this 862800133 code. Okay, so that you will be directly connect into this workshop, and you can clear your questions. Or else, why doing that and this? So simply text in the chat box. Okay, so are we going to receive any certificate array? This is just a workshop, and if you happy with the certificate, I'll send you with it, but it's not worthy, to be frank. Okay, so there are many concepts. If you receive a piece of paper, it has that worth. Okay, so seriously, it's not issuing is just matter of 1 minute, but it doesn't worth it. Okay, even our BTech certificates doesn't have that worth. No companies are looking into it. Okay, if I share you this, the people will laugh at. Get it? Okay, so please start recording and share the link with the, yeah, sure, Jan, that's all started. I think no questions related to anything. Shall we? I think we can start something now. Before we getting into it, the workshop. So, do you have any questions in your mind? Let me know. Do you have any questions in your mind, everyone? Do you have any questions in your mind?
Sir, what is the difference between Dynamo and Revit?
Dynamo is an automation tool which helps. Okay, let me. Why should I give the definitions? Let me show you. For example, I have um, I have a floor plan. I have a floor plan. Let's say something. Let's consider I don't have anything in it. So I have a lines. So or else I link the CAD file. Okay, so I have an instruction each and every line which with the layer name wall has to be drawn like this. So if you are very new to the modeling, you people come to know, okay, this is the wall. And here this shows some different wall. The wall type and some other information would be here. What is the width of it? What kind of a wall is it? Then I have to change a wall again from here and select this, and I'll do this. Okay, the next wall, this wall, I mean, would be rated with some sort of a tags or whatever. Okay, then I'll select this, then I'll do this. So how long it will take? How long it will take? And you do sometimes mistakes, correct? But what the Dynamo will do here, it will understand what is the layer name of this line and what is it written over there. It will take that inputs as a human, okay, and then it will do all these tasks. It will go to the architecture tab. I mean, your mouse cursor, okay, will get into this architectural, tab, and in the build panel, it will go to the wall and it will select the wall architecture and it will read the text. It will go to this family types and it will select that particular one and it will start converting this line from line to a wall. Is this clear, mister? Is this clear? Huh? This is
Yes,
just a
sir.
one example. This is just one example.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
So a person
Okay.
without a
Hello.
face who is helping you, a person without a face who is helping you to automate. I mean, let's forget about automate. He's helping you with his speedy. Okay, fine. Yeah.
Hello.
So,
Hello. Hello. My question is, what is the difference between Dynamo and script?
oh, Dynamo and a script. Okay. Okay. You asked Dynamo and Revit. No? Okay, fine.
No,
So
no.
script.
One. Okay. Okay.
So Dynamo and the scripting is, let me show you. For example, this is a Dynamo. I hope you are aware of this Dynamo, correct? And this is a Dynamo interface. So
Can you
here
make
we
the
have,
big screen?
it's already on a big screen. Oh, let me
No, no.
explain.
That is yes. Yeah.
Let,
No, no.
let me,
Yet big mirror that display is coming on the display on the monitor, whatever your laptop monitor view. That is little bit small. So if you can maximize that, you can hide the beam area.
no, not exactly. I think,
You
let
have to
me
hide all.
Ah,
You are seeing user
It's
space, so
okay.
you
I
put
think.
all of them.
Excuse me.
see, there is a bar
Yeah,
actually here.
it's
Yeah.
So you have to
yeah.
stretch this
That's
bar to the
for.
top. Then you can see full screen. Hmm?
okay, okay, okay.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, and okay, Dynamo and the scripting. So these two are two different, let's say two different platforms. I'm not joking, seriously. Dynamo and the scripting, these two are two different things. Dynamo is
Okay.
completely different. It is a visual programming. And the scripting, you said it's like a programming. Let me show you. For example, I have selected, let's say I've selected, I've drawn just four walls, no? So select model elements. So I am telling that I want to select some sort of elements. So I'm finding something here. Select model elements. So select model elements. I want to select some model elements. So I can type something here. I want to select some elements, model elements. So do you have any such a node which helps me to select some model elements to extract the data or else to use it for something else? Okay. So when I click on select, so the Revit, this everything got become, the grayed out. Now I have a chance to select all the walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, total 8 elements. So 4 are curves and 4 are walls. Okay. So I'm asking, can I, can you, Mr. Dynamo, I want to see what is this wall type and what is this wall type and what is this wall type and what is this wall type? How many wall types we have? Okay. So I'm asking, I have an element and I want to get the type of it. I want to get the type of it. So here I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got some node here. So this node is not created by me. This node is not created by you. So why we are saying this is a node? Why we are saying this is a node? Because full form of this is no code. So there is no code required to use this box. So it is expecting an element. Okay, most of the people, what they do, they don't know. They know how the Dynamo works. Okay, but they don't know what to connect exactly. How to connect exactly. I'm going to explain you in just couple of minutes. Let me clear your question and we'll get into the main stuff. Okay, so your questions will be answered in just 2 or 3 minutes. The main content is going to be explained in detail. Okay, so when I connect elements to the element which is giving me, okay, fine. So exterior MW 17.5, STB 25.0, MW 11.5. Okay, so these are fine. So this script is not created by me. Okay, that's fine. But if I want to write something, the same thing, so there is another process in that within the Dynamo. It is called coding. So both are different completely. Why? I'm going to explain. For example, let's say Python script. So when I double click on this is my coding. I mean, like, interface. The Dynamo interface is completely different than this coding interface. So I want to get elements. So I'm going to connect some elements. Okay, IN0. This is somehow different. So when I connect elements to the IN0, so I want to get the names of it. Dot name. Element dot name. What is this dot? Why you have typed name and why the N is in caps lock? When I run this, why it is not printing? Why it's not exactly printing? Okay, if I select a model element, when I click on select, when I select this, let me select a wall. So when I connect this, it is returning me. I mean, guys, can you see my screen? Because everyone is saying that screen is not visible. Screen is not visible.
We can see it
Yes,
properly. No problem.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
All
we
visible
can
is
see.
green.
Vijay, Srijit, could you please check your? Um, I can't help you in this because if it is an audio issue, I can let me stop the screen share, and sometimes it happens. Now let me know, Srijit, if you can see it now. Okay, clear? So this is fine here. So which is working for one single element. I mean, which is working for one single element. But when I'm connecting multiple elements, it's not working. You should know the reason why it has to be. No, I want to see at any cost. How? So in coding, you can customize a text here itself. Okay, so how it is? So all elements, so unwrap. So it is going to be, let's say, elements are going to be connected here. So in elements. Okay, let me ask here. So let's dot append, and I want to get I dot name of this, and when I close it, and let me write something instead. Don't ask me what is this. I'm just clearing your doubt. That's it. Okay, the difference between coding and this. So now it is working again fine. Do you see that? Do you see that? Okay. So when I connect the number of elements to this, now it's working clear. Earlier, it didn't work, but now it's working with the multiple elements. Now when I connect the single element to this, hooray, again there is a problem. So I'm not able to understand why previously when I connected a single element, it didn't work. Now, after doing some changes in the code, it's working with the multiple elements, but not working with a single object. Hooray, I have to fix this again. So don't ask me again what I'm doing exactly here. Okay. So I'm fixing something. So when I click on save changes, now it's working with a single object. Now tell me, will it work with the multiple objects? Will it work with multiple objects? Working.
I don't know.
It's working.
Yeah.
It's working. It's working with single element. It's working with multiple elements. So this is our process. If you're very new to the coding, then you have to struggle with all these kind of steps. Is it clear? So if you are new, okay, if you are very new to the Dynamo or new to the coding, then this is what happens. You have to take a different steps, and it's very hard to remember if you don't have any coding background. You are from like uh, you are from an engineering background, and you don't have, and you hate coding, to be frank, and you will never get into this Dynamo at all. People whenever saying, "Arey, there is a quick meeting on the automation, let's join." Arey, I hate coding, please. I've seen many people when I was working as an automation expert. When I'm sending an invitations to the people to get their queries, and I'm going to help them, they said, I didn't ask them to sit and write the code with me. I just asked to attend the webinar. I mean, I just asked to attend the meeting. That's it. But still, the people will don't like to come and sit in the meeting room, at least for the time pass also, because they have a negative opinion on the coding. They feel the coding is very irritative, and the people get more stress. Array rumors, man. Okay, seriously. Okay, so once you get into the IT, you will. I mean, the way you choose a trainer, you choose a guru. He should give you that kind of motivation, learning. I mean, the teaching. It's really it's not sense. Okay, you should connect with your trainers first of all. You have to learn it properly. Okay, fine. So this is your first thing. If I want to try with single element here, select model element. I'm so sorry, type error. Select model element. I have a two set of nodes. When I connect the wall here, when I connect this to this, now tell me, will it work or not? Just give a guess. When I connect a single element to the elements.type, will it work or not? No. Bharat said no. No. No, right? My answer is no. How many of you agree? My answer is no.
Myself also. No.
No, right? My answer is
It
no.
will work.
It will work. Gunatit. No.
It will work here because it will return an element type.
It's working because we don't see any these kind of silly warnings with the help of a Dynamo. Because the person who have developed this code, they have written, okay, the user can select multiple elements, or the user can select a single element. So it should work with both cases. So the person who developed this code, I'm not the person who developed it. Okay. So in that case, how exactly get these things done? You have a strategy. You have a strategy that is called node finding. Node finding. So you have to find a right node which helps, to get the element type. Are Rajesh, you have an experience, so you got it very quickly. But how? What about me? Like how many hours? I mean, how many months it'll take? How many years it'll take to get the same experience? Guys, I'm telling you one thing. I'm going to feed you my 5.5 years of experience. It's not 5.5, it's 6 now. So 6 years of experience in just matter of 40 to 45 hours. Understand? My R&D experience, I've done with like thousands of hours experience. R&D, okay, so that's going to be feed in just matter of 45 hours. Okay, so few people have received the course content, few people haven't. Okay, the reason we are reaching from different platforms actually. Okay, so if you haven't received anything, I'm going to show you the updated course content of the entire training. Okay, and I don't want to disclose this because it's due to some privacy, due to some security reasons. I'm stopping the recording now and I'm going to present it. Okay, so you'll come to let's start the recording. Okay, so not only during the training, like we have like one kind of a query portal. It's like for every batch. For every batch, we have a set of documents. So they will ask like this kind of questions. The question one, it's from Anurag, our last batch, a student. Okay, so I put my family type value into the comments equal to condition. He has written the script on the day two. On the day two, and he asked like, what is why it is exactly showing? What is a condition I supposed to use? Okay, so why listed clean is not working? So there are n number of questions, and they got their answers in one single document. So every question will be answered in a document. Is that clear? So this is how it is. So if you have any questions, first priority, it would be during the training. It's in during the training, okay? But the next priority is, I mean, for example, when you are in office and if you get stuck somewhere in the coding, right? In coding, when you are practicing, when either me or one of a team member will help you out to clear your queries. So you will simply text me on WhatsApp, Rajesh, I got stuck somewhere and I updated the document. Could you please check? And the question number 39. Then I'll either, if I'll be available, I'll sit on it and clear your queries, or I'll forward this to some other person. Okay. After finish, could you please let's share with you a couple of questions after you finish?
E.
Not exactly. We'll see, because this is it's a company's property. Okay. So okay, fine. Let me share. Okay, you can share me your questions, no problem. Okay, fine. So the data types is the main concept. Okay, so anatomy and node behaviors. Before we getting into this, let me introduce myself. Okay, I'm Rajesh Kumar. So I'm a founder of this company, Bimera Private Limited. Okay, so we are very less people in it. We're just like a small company, just 15. Okay, so we are purely into the automation. We are helping a lot of people, let's say not people, let's say companies with our automation services, like developing sort of an add-ins, okay, creating sort of a Python scripts and everything. Okay, so why, why we have chosen this field? Because when I was started learning this, most of the people try to discourage me, like there is no scope on automation, and if you learn automation, the people who are enter into the automation, it may kill the lot of people jobs. To be frank, it's a fact. It's really fact. Okay, for example, if you if you learn automation, you're killing, like, in your career you're going to kill at least 20 to 50 people jobs, seriously, because of you. There you are, you are unknowingly you're doing this, you are killing someone's job. You understand? Seriously, to protect your job, to protect, I'm not scaring you with my words, okay? So this is fact actually, because um, I've seen, we have quoted for very, very small projects. We are quoted for very small projects. We received, and we used to say that, Rajesh, we need a person like who's good at doing all this stuff, like a minimum of 3 years of experience. Can you send some people? Then I said, can you show me the project? And they used to send me some sort of a samples. Or why do you need why do you hire a person? We can automate it, not only once. If you receive any these kind of a projects in future, simple. You know exactly, you can, by using that tool, you don't need to hire any person. So it is a 3 months job, and a person supposed to be there in that position for 3 months. Okay, that company is saving like a 3 months of a, like, employee salary on a single add-in. Okay, so this is how it is. Automation kills, and automation, like, saves you from the future. Okay, so instead of, most of the companies have started looking for these kind of a guys, like those who are good at automation. Okay, because you're not saving like a 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 30 minutes. If you develop a script, you're going to save hundreds of hours in future, on future projects. So not all the projects exactly, you can say me, all the project requirements are not exactly the same. You can customize it. You can customize it your own. So if you are the person who created a script, the companies will never take you out when you are, if you're, until unless the projects comes. Until as the company closes, they'll not leave you, or else they find another replacement if you are really wants to move. Understand? Okay, fine. I'm going to explain you some of the stuff later. So I'm having like a total 6 years of experience, 6 years of experience in this coding part. Okay, not only I'm also my background is from electrical, but I do architecture, I do structure, I do MEP and everything. We do automate everything. So automation, it doesn't mean the people is to say, array Dynamo is for the architecture. They can build some sort of a like complex buildings, like bridges or tunnels or different stuff in just matter of minutes. It's not for MEP people. Who said? Rumors, all these are rumors. So if you are doing work, let's say donkey work from the morning 9 to 6, let the machine do your donkey work. Let this Dynamo do your donkey work. Understand? Okay. So it is not for the people who are exactly into the architecture or structure. I mean, it's for everyone. If you do a cable remodeling, so after cable remodeling, you do conduiting for that. So you'll drag a cables in it. So again, sometimes people are used to do that instead of conduits, because of the bend issues. They started drawing the pipes instead of it. So there are many, the ducts, the fittings, the diffusers, and everything. So every manual process can be automated here. I'll show you who's the, I mean, it's saying waiting for name 267. Okay. So I'm going to show you some examples. Don't worry. And it's not my example. You ask me some examples, I'm going to show you. Okay. Just give me some time. So I have learned this Python and C# and some other different languages. So you are going to learn a tool with a language with a combination of coding, and you will never come to know that you are learning a coding language. That is how I teach. That is the way I teach. Okay. So I'm going to be a trainer for this next level training. Okay. And I mean your first level training and your next level trainings also. Okay. So you can clear, I mean, we have a 2-hour session, and first 15 minutes and the last 15 minutes will be a Q&A part. Okay. So if you keep on asking questions, until unless we cleared your doubt, I mean, I cleared your doubt, I'll not get into the concept at all. I'm completely going to sacrifice that day for a Q&A. If you have more questions. So generally we have like 20 to 30 students in a batch. Okay. Last batch we have a 30 students. So that is the reason it's supposed to be finished at 40 to 45 hours, but it has taken like 50 hours now. So it depends. It depends if you keep on asking the questions, if you have a lot of queries, so it will take a lot of, I mean, the sessions can be extended. Whatever it is, learn slowly with a very in detail spoon feeding. I can't say more than this, like a spoon feeding. Okay. So if you are, I mean, if you are like 20 to 30 people, if you have any queries, so I'll focus on the people, a person who is very slow in understanding. So I'll focus Mr. Let's say some name, let's say Geisel or Hakima or Hanif. Are you clear? No, sir. Second example. Still, are you clear? No. Then third example. Still no. Fourth example. So I'm keep on giving you the different examples on the same concept until unless you people understand very clearly. Okay, fine then. So this is how it is. This is how it is. Okay. So let's get into the main webinar now. I want to understand. I need I'm like few answers for the very basic questions. Which is the correct way to learn a BIM automation? Use your chat box to answer
excuse me.
this. Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, Manas, tell me.
Yeah, I am Manas Mandal. Actually, I am asking that in this automation process, should I know about any languages? That is the maybe it is Python, it is C or C#.NET.
That's what I'm going to ask. That's what I'm going to ask now. The same question I just asked now, Manas. Now you have to answer me. What is your answer? What is your answer?
Basically, I have go through this automation process and
Hmm.
basic parts only on the YouTube and the others. That I am going on this way that there is some nodes as there, and we have to go process that is the flow chart that you have to make in your own way, and you got the result. But how it will go or how I will arrange the flow chart, that I don't know. Basically, I am learning on that part. So that's why I'm interested and came here to learn this
Understand.
automation part.
Hmm.
Yeah, but suddenly somehow or somewhere I am seeing that they write a program. I don't know whether it is in Python or C Sharp or C or Java. I don't know that what type of program they have launched, but I
Hmm.
have seen some areas that they have written a program. So basically, I want ask you that question: that is this needed to learn a language to before join this automation part?
Okay. Good. 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 So I think all the 111 people questions you asked in a one single question, man. Okay. Okay. Fine. So that's what I'm asking. So, I've seen many people like who texted me, Rajesh, I want to learn Dynamo. So should I learn Python first or Dynamo first? Someone said like C Sharp. Rajesh, I've learned C Sharp. Can I start learning Dynamo now? Arey, idiot, who told you to learn the C Sharp and Python, man? To play with Dynamo, no coding language is required. To be frank, let's say, for example, if you're completely zero in the coding in the sense you don't know what is a variable also. You
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
what is a data type also. Still, you can learn the Dynamo. My answer is B. Most of the people texted it's like a BBB. Except C, Mr. Rupesh said Python and C Sharp. Okay, Rupesh, you are in a completely in a wrong mind, man. It's a completely wrong mindset. To be frank, no need to have even at least 1% of coding language to start learning on this Dynamo. Start learning this Dynamo. Okay, it's a rumor. Even I have heard many times from people, even in a seminar a person has come in an Autodesk seminar. I heard that learn Python first. I didn't say anything. I don't have any words that time because it's a wrong statement given by a person who is from the Autodesk itself. Okay, I'm not blaming anyone here. Okay, so it was in 2016. In 2016, I have attended a webinar in 2015 actually. I'm sorry, seminar in 2015. Then I started understanding. Okay, this is not the right uh, tool I supposed to get into. Then after having like conversations with the managers and everything, they said like why don't we try this? And then after getting it in 2015, 2016, we don't have even a resource. Seriously, we don't have any resource on those days. But now the Dynamo is going to uh, rule this. It's going to be controlled the complete Revit. Okay, without a zero coding experience, you can do this. Why? How can you do that? I mean, automation in the sense coding. Without coding, how can you automate something? It's a magic. I'm going to show you that. Okay. So my answer is B here. Okay, you don't need to get into the Python, okay, before the Dynamo, okay? And there is Revit API and C Sharp. What is a Revit API? What is this? Why C Sharp? Everything, okay? Simply, I'll say that. So Dynamo, it's a visual programming. It means you can't see the code, but you can visualize something, how it works exactly. If I see a node called wall by curve, let me show you something, okay? What is a visual programming? Where is my Dynamo? Yeah, here it is. So if I say wall by curves. So do you understand anything from this? What does this node do exactly? Just try to understand. This is called visualization. It is called pure visualization. A X person has created a script and named the script with something. It is called whirl by curves. So let's consider this a file name. Let's consider this is a script name. Okay, so wall by curves. Anyone? Do you able to understand anything from the name? Huh? Anything from the name? It is clearly saying that you can create a walls, create
Create a wall by
create a wall
curves.
by some curves, by selected curves, whatever. Is it clear? Is it clear? So they can't, they can't name exactly with this, the lengthy name, okay? Because I mean, we don't suggest it. So that is the reason we'll simplify those naming conventions, the naming convention, okay? So create a wall by selected curves. So now the challenge is, if I have a wall, I mean, if I have a curve here, so I have a curve here, let's say, no problem. Let me try again. So I have a walls. If I have a wall, how to automate this exactly? First, I have to select the wall. That is it asking. It's first I have to select the line. So line we can call in geometry as a curve. Okay. So select the curve, and to draw a wall, I have to type WA, and then I have to set the wall height exactly. So let's say 4000. That is what it is expecting height, and it which level I want to draw, and it is expecting another input, so level 2, and that is exactly expecting here what kind of a wall type it needed exactly. So wall type, I have selected something here, okay, and parameter name. What is this parameter name? To which parameter the ID and time to be added? Oh, when I draw something, when I connect a curve, and given the height of this, let me show you. Select model element. Select model element. Okay. Let me deselect this. Select model element. So I have selected a line. I connected this. I identically can't connect this here. I can't connect this directly to this because this is this is a Revit element, and it is expecting a Dynamo element. So there is a process, you'll come to know that you directly cannot connect an element to this. Okay, so it is expecting height. So height is a number actually. So when I select this, okay, when I type WA, so height is a number. So I have to type a number. So to type a number, I use a number node, and I'll say 4000. Connect this to this, and it is expecting a level, so to connect the levels, let me try. Yeah, we have a node called levels because this is a drop down. Level is a drop down, so I have to find a node which gives the level information with a drop down. Simple. So I found that, so I said level 1, connect this to this, and now that is expecting a wall types, and even wall types is also a drop down. Wall types is also a drop down. So let me check, do I have any nodes, any node which helps, okay, which is giving all the wall types, and it is a drop down. So let me connect MW 11.5, connect this to this. Done. If I go and check, and what is this parameter name? What is this parameter name? To which parameter the ID and the time to be added. The ID and the default value is already in the comments. So let me get into this. Now, where is the wall here? Is it converted? No. What happened? Because element curves is already inside. So I can directly connect an element. I can directly connect an element to this. Now the wall has created. If I go and see that, see the wall I can see, and the height is 4000, and it is a level 1 and MW 11.5. Is it clear? So you generally, whatever the inputs that you are going to give, everything you will be given just only once. You'll be giving only once. If I want to try with the multiple elements, same thing. Select model elements now. Select model elements. Select this. Let me select the rest of the 3 walls. Simple. And when I connect this, what happened? Where is that? Connect this. So all the 3 walls were connected. See? Do you see that? So 1, 2, and 3. The 3 walls were placed successfully. And there are some other information parameter name in the comments. When I select the wall, in the comments, the element ID of it and the date and time when it was created. Is it clear? What was added in a? Is it clear, everyone? Okay. For suppose I want to create a
Rajesh.
project. Yeah. Who is this?
Yeah. It's Uday here.
Yeah, Uday.
So one of the notes you just deleted, I missed why you deleted that. There were 2 windows open. You closed one and then you deleted the, I think,
Okay.
element
Great.
node.
Okay, fine. Let's try to understand. So this is we're playing with the 2 different set of an elements. Okay, it's a quite advanced question, but let me explain in just 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, so we have a 2 set of an elements. One is a Revit element and second one is a Dynamo element. Clear? So your node should expect something, whether it is a Revit element or a Dynamo element. Okay, so when I double click on this, I can see the code how this guy have developed. Okay, and inside this guy already placed element dot curves in it. Did you see that?
Okay, you double clicked on it and then it went inside this
started showing you the
interface.
code, and this is a different interface. And if you see this is an yellow color interface and this is a white color interface. Both are different. Like how you have a family editor. Let's consider this a family editor. Okay, clear? That this is a family editor.
Yes.
Inside we already have an element dot curves. It means whenever the user is going to connect a detail curve, convert that into the geometry curve and connect this to this. If not, for example, let me delete this. So the person who created it, he directly connected the detail curve to this. So when I save this and when I close this, now the script will not work. I can't see that. I can't see. Did you notice that? There are no walls now.
Yes. Yes.
There are no walls now. So how to do that? I have to convert these elements to the geometry element. To do that, element dot curves, I will be adding outside and element. I'm connecting an element to the element, and that is expecting a curve. So we have to connect the curve to this. Now it will started working again. So parameter name, what is this? Default value.
So we selected model element from Revit,
Model
but
element
Dynamo
from
will
Revit.
not accept it directly.
Exactly.
So we added a
We have
Dynamo
to
node
change it
so that
accordingly.
it can. Yeah.
Change it
Okay.
accordingly.
Thank you.
Clear? So
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it acts weird. This is how, let me copy this. Control N. Oh, just a second. Let me copy everything. Control Z, Control N. No, let me paste this. But still, it's not accepting. When you hover the cursor, detail curve, double level, and this. This is expecting a line now. So here I have to convert flatten. So you have to do these customizations, not exactly like if you have a notes, it is not exactly like playing as this. You are going to learn all those concepts in our training. When I convert this to this, still it is not accepting something. Okay, that's the reason.
You deleted model elements there in
which one?
In the main node,
This one?
create by curve, you deleted something there, right?
No, 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 not that. That's not the reason. It has something reason. Okay, so this is a part of this actually. Let me not. Where is that? Where is that edge? So this is the problem with the dot notation. There are some sort of dot notation nodes are there. It's because of that it's just acting like that. Okay, you're going to learn this kind of a concepts in detail in our training part. Okay, clear. So
Rajesh, small question,
yeah, Vijay.
Vijay here.
Hmm.
There you mentioning rivet element and dynamo element. What is the difference actually? Is there any basic information for that?
Okay, let me ask you
Dynamo
something.
element and the rivet element.
Not exactly. Not exactly. For example, you have you have a table in Revit, you have a table in Navisworks. Are both same?
Hmm.
Are both same? No, right? That's how only the
No,
geometry.
no. Yeah.
That is only the geometry. It's a
Okay.
lightweight. For example, if I see something here, if I see something here, I selected some elements here. Okay. So element dot geometry. Element dot geometry. Okay. So when I connect this to this, I can see there's 5 panels in this. So this is a Rivet element and this is a Dynamo element. This is a Dynamo element. Okay. So both are same actually, but here this looks like an element, but here it looks like a solid. Is it clear? Is it clear now?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So when
Yeah.
you are playing with any geometrical stuff, if you're playing with the points, if you're playing with the lines, if you're playing with the curves, or if you're playing with any solids, or if you're playing with any surfaces, okay. So all this, if you have connected something, an element, and if you want to extract some different information out of it, then you have to convert that object, that element from a Rivet to the Dynamo element first. Simple strategy.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
it won't work. Your nodes will not work at all. Clear? Okay.
Yeah.
Then after that,
Thank
we
you.
have a lot of concepts to be learned. Like, for example, how can I move this? For example, this is at 1250. You know, I mean, my engineer asked me to place array in level 2. I need a 5 panels. Place wherever you want. Okay. I don't have any inputs of at what height it has to be placed. Place some panels. So you have placed around like a 30 to 50 panels in all the flows. I mean, in mixed of all the flows. And then finally you have an input. Change all the panels to the 800. Okay, or else 800 from the bottom, to the panel. So how do you exactly change it everything? You have to go to each and every flow, every element, and you have to change accordingly. Correct? Correct? You have to measure, you have to cut a section, and you have to measure the distance from each and every panel. What is the floor to the bottom of the panel height? And if it is 800, then you have to set. So all this kind of a stuff can be automated in just matter of 1 minute. Just matter of 1 minute. It's not even take 1 minute also. Okay. For example, let me ask you something. You have a 50 floors building. Everyone, you have a 50 floors building, and they are not typical, and they don't have a typical rooms. Each and every room has a different heights and different levels. You in each floor you have a 500 diffusers, 500 lights, 500 sprinklers, smoke detectors, heat detectors. How long it will take to to you to finish this entire modeling for 50 floors? They're not typical. Copy paste won't work. And I don't need a copy paste. I need the hosted objects. How long it will take generally? Tell me. You have the CAD inputs. How long it will take? Months? Hmm. Can anyone say
More
in
than one.
days? Can anyone say in days?
Yeah, if we are going manually, it's gonna take around a week easily.
Week. Ah,
one week.
you're so
Different
fast then.
services it will take 10 to 15 days.
Different. Okay. So what if we can automate the same stuff in just matter of 5 to 10 minutes? What if? So you are going to be act like a plumbing modeler. You are going to act like a mechanical modeler. You're going to act like a electrical modeler, whatever it is. So if you can place all the elements, you don't need to be like exactly what kind of a types to be placed or nothing. Seriously, okay. So I'm not joking. It's we have already proven it. Let me show you. So we have, I mean, if you see this Bimera, these are the add-ins we just created. CAD to fixtures. So when I click on CAD to fixtures, it is asking, could you please select the CAD file? Okay. When I select the CAD file, it is asking for the layers. When I click on this, it'll show me what kind of layers they are. Okay. And then what kind of a family type you want me to place. Since we don't have any CAD loaded, that is the reason we can't see anything here. Okay. And I click on create fixtures. This add-in developed with the help of after the Dynamo. First we created the Dynamo script and then we converted into the add-in. So simple. If you have this task, so you don't need to even adjust all this like to the mid of the ceiling grids. Mid of the ceiling grids, the ceiling grids exactly. I mean, only aligning it will take a lot of days. Agree or not? You have a light and it is not exactly in the mid of the ceiling grid. Correct? It will kill lot of hours, and you have to do a lot of cross checks even the ceilings. I mean, I know at the time of like we doing RCP layouts, we'll see a lot of clashes, which is I mean fire detector and another fire detector. You know, they're very close actually. It's not meter even 3.5 radius, 3.5 meter radius or nothing. How do you do all this? If you have a n number of detectors and which should maintain some sort of a radius, the automation will help you to, I mean, if it is very close, it will show you a warning. It will show a warning. Okay, I mean the radius, the spheres will be turned into the red color. It means the two heat detectors or the two speakers are very, very close to it. And if you miss a speaker in the bathroom, I mean, sorry, in restrooms, like in emergency cases, it will give you a warning. So you can add your design instructions or your engineer instructions into it. Understand? This is what it's going to be. The companies have started, I mean, looking for these kind of a candidates who can automate this stuff to save their time in the future projects. Not currently. Not currently. Okay. So that is what. Fine.
Hello,
So
Rajesh.
yeah, Geza, tell me.
Hi. For the add-ins, is it free? We can download this one, the one that you're sharing.
We used to release it for free, but we have limited for only our students, Gazal. Okay, only for
For
our
the
students.
students.
For our
Okay.
students. Okay, it's very
Mm.
limited for the students now. I mean, we can, I mean, for example, flag at clash points. So if there is a
Mm.
clash, it will place the flags. For example, if there is a like a duct with a tray, so it will place the orange one. So if it a duct with a pipe, it will place the green one. You can choose the color, what exactly color do you need, and all this kind of stuff. MEP router, I mean, you can go through my LinkedIn profile to see how this add-ins works on exactly. Okay, MEP rerouter, it will take, for example, you have a
Mm.
pipe and trays are hitting. So it's taking a bend, it's somehow complicated, right? You have to take a cut a section and you have to give an
Yes.
I mean the angles and everything. So
But throughout the training, you will also give us this add-ins so we can
no,
practice as
it's
well.
completely different. No, we don't give it for practice. It's very easy to use.
Yeah.
It's very easy to
Okay.
use. Okay, fine. So
Thank you.
Rajesh,
yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Ashwin.
one question.
Hmm.
Once we learn this Dynamo, we can create these add-ins. So it's not related to Revit API.
Very good question.
That is different.
Very good question. Very good question. Let me explain. So this entire training is only on the Dynamo. Don't look at any Python coding or any add-in creations or no nothing. The Dynamo is only the Dynamo. By the end of the level 1 training, you will be able to handle any kind of a stuff within the Dynamo itself. not even coding. Okay, not even coding. Clear? Clear?
Okay,
Let me show
clear.
you.
Thank you.
So data types is the first concept. You know, once you learn this concept, you will coming to know that how to play, what to play exactly. Okay, what to play exactly, and what is the node expecting. For example, let me show you something. Create a project parameter. I have a thousands of a project parameters. Create a project parameter. So what it is expecting? It is expecting parameter names. So you have an Excel. So how do you get the parameter names from the Excel and connect this to this? And connect this to this from a Excel. So group name, what is this group name? Whether it's an architectural parameter or structural parameter or MEP parameter. So you will be having groups, no? So what kind of a group is that? So what type is it? Is it a number? Is it a number? Or is it a text? Or is it a checkbox? Or is it a formula? Or what is it exactly? So what is this group again? So do you want to place this under identity data? Or do you want to place this under like dimensions? Or you want to place it under some other company information group, whatever it is. Okay, so instance, I mean all these parameters are going to be instance or a type. That's what it is asking. So for what categories that you want to I mean assign these parameters? Is it for walls? Is it for panels? Is it for columns? Is it for sprinklers, or for what exactly? So every information you will be able to understand how to connect within this first concept itself. Because most of the people, they know there is a node. Because it's very easy to understand. If you watch a video on YouTube, they used a node. They used a node. So you are aware of it, there is a node, but you don't know how to use it. You don't know how to connect even. For a simple example, I just did something here like few minutes before. Element.curves, it used to work when I connected it outside, but when it is an inside, but when I connect the same thing to the outside, it's not accepting. It is not accepting. The reason why? The reason why? There are many reasons. For example, let me explain. You have let's say you have a floor plan. Let's say, guys, you have a floor plan here. And I know I'm the person who placed some elements, but I'm not able to see the elements here. What is the reason? Can you please text me in the chat box? The reasons. I have an element. I'm supposed to see an element, but I'm not able to see now. What can be the reason? Tell me.
View range.
Very good. View range.
Work set.
Hmm?
Rajesh, can you repeat the question?
See, I am the one who placed the elements here. I'm the one who placed the elements in this floor plan. Okay, but I can't see now. I can't see now. I know there are like 6 to 7 elements supposed to be here. So the first one,
In model categories, maybe it is turned off.
Work sets.
Visibility.
Huh?
Maybe the discipline mode is different.
Discipline. Very good. Okay. And what else?
By filter, it is hidden.
Filters. Very good. What else?
Or maybe that is below the
Will be off. Work sets will be off. Work sets.
Crop. Yeah, work sets already written. Crop reason.
below the floor.
Below the plan reasons,
Maybe
we
some
can use a
boundary.
plan reasons or view range, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Work sets, filters,
Maybe some
disciplines,
standard you are using.
phase.
But
Element
as
will be hidden. Element will be hidden. Element hide.
Element hide. Very good. Element hide or not? Yeah, very good. Design options. Very good.
that element is from which discipline?
It could be anything. It could be just an element,
Okay.
whatever it is. Okay.
Okay.
So you have these many, like, for example, how you have each and every, you guys are very active and saying on if there is a problem, if I can't see an element, it could be v range or visibility graphics or work set or discipline. So you first check the first thing. Even if it is not working, then you'll go to the second one. Then if it is not working, that's a third one. If it's still you can't see the fourth one, still it won't, fifth one. Likewise, we have this n number of. These are the concepts you're supposed to learn, and they are mandate. If you are good at all these concepts, but you don't know this, you are zero in the Dynamo, 0% in the Dynamo, because it's a simple tip. It's a simple tip. You are very good at data types. You're very good at understanding the anatomy of a node. You're very good at, understanding how the node behaves. You know, like why it is exactly from which state it is the script in. Is it in error state? Is it in a warning state? Or is it in completely like a conscious, completely, it's not in a conscious state. Yeah, you can see that what is a conscious and everything. Okay. So dot notation, it's a coding part. Not pure coding, but I'm going to teach you the way it looks like a coding. I'm going to teach you coding also, guys. I'm saying I'm not saying that I don't teach coding at all, but you don't feel that you're learning a coding language. That is how my training would be. Okay. So execution types, list management, lacing strategies, filtering, done. You're good at all this. You're not good at this. You're good at all this except this. Zero. Not only. You're good at all these concepts, not the main one. Zero. Okay. So learning all this doesn't have a proper direction in any kind of a material so far. Seriously, I'm telling you. So we have customized the training initially in, like 1 year before, the training is only for 20 hours. And we used to charge some X amount. And now the training is 45 hours, 40 to 45 hours. Still, there is no change in one single NP in that X amount. After 1 year, maybe we are adding a lot of stuff into the same training. It could be like 60 or 80 hours. You no need to even paying single NP again. You can come and join happily. Because why I'm saying this, we guys are, to be frank, I'm very, very lazy candidate. I'm very, very lazy candidate. And in the training part, you will blame me like anything for my memory. Because I'm very, very bad in memory. You guys have to remind me, sir, you're supposed to share me this. Then I'll share you. If you forgot, I'll forget. So this is how I am. I'm not joking. Seriously. Okay. So you could have seen some fun also. Don't worry. Okay. So you can ask me again and again, again and again. You can tease me also. Sir, you haven't explained this concept. Could you please explain it? So people are doing it. Okay. And still take it as a brother or sister. Simple. Okay. So fine. So every concept supposed to learn in a very, very detailed way. So we have a 20 sessions. So we have a 15 concepts, not 15. Now we have added lot. Okay, so every concept will be explained for 2 hours. I've seen most of the people, they said like, I learned Dynamo in 3 hours. Hurry, how come it's, man? I'm taking like 2 hours to 3 hours to explain a single damn concept. How can you finish this entire training in just a matter of 3 hours? Seriously, I don't understand. There is no proper interaction. Do you think only there is a one problem you face in that one concept? No, on one concept you will be facing a lot of. I'm gonna clear everything. After my training, you don't even look into any external websites for R&D except only one website. I'm gonna reveal it later. Okay. Yes, everything, Mohammed. It's not exactly 45 hours. We can say 40. Actually, it's a 40, but sometimes it may went to 50 hours also. It depends upon the students clear the questions and everything. Okay, fine. So why I'm saying like 40, it could be 60, it could be 80. When it comes to the coding part, we have introduced the chart GPT integration as well. I'm not joking, seriously. If you have any questions, you don't need to struggle here and there. You can ask, where is my browser? Here it is. So if you see this, it's our bimmer.in, it's our website. Okay. So we are adding, something like, for example, I want to ask something, let's say, something. Should I ask? So what are the concepts? to learn Revit Python. Let me ask for Revit Python. Basics, understanding the fundamentals of Python programming, syntax, variables, data types, functions, and more. So it's giving you a very clear cut, but you can't get this kind of an information somewhere with a spoon feeding way. Fine, let me ask the same thing. What are the concepts? Learn in Revit Dynamo. Programming, building, say this. Data manipulation, graph theory and visual programming, geometry and topology, automation and scripting, parametric design, Dynamo nodes. Can you list me some examples? Can you list me out some examples of Dynamo? Examples of Dynamo. Let me ask something. So it's going to give you sort of an examples. What is this? Oh, Revit Dynamo. It should be very clear, no? It's a Revit Dynamo. Automated room renumbering, automated door and window schedules, automated curtain and wall creation, sheet creation, wall creation, level creation, lighting calculations, structural design, roof design. So it's giving you like, list me out some 100 examples, 100 scripts for Revit Dynamo. Some 100 scripts for Revit Dynamo. So it started giving you like different kind of a scripts can be done with the help of a Dynamo here. Okay, so everything can be automated once you're done with the training. Okay, it's taking a lot of time. Maybe ChatGPT. It's not our own platform. We have integrated the ChatGPT like codex into our website. Simple. Okay, so it'll take some time. Depends, but it won't be that slow. Create duplicate elements by offset. Create sheets with views and for each room. Create generic annotations. Manage parameter values for all the doors. Create levels from existing geometry. Create curtain wall panels at grid intersections. So all the tasks we do on a daily routine. True or not? True or not? Huh? Guys?
Yes.
Is it true or not? I mean, you can connect this. I mean, you can connect your things with the script which is showing exactly. Okay, so all these tasks can be done with the help of level 1 training. And trust me, you are going to rock this entire your automation process after the training. So I'm not saying that you have to wait for like hundreds of hours to I mean the 45 hours to write your first script. Just give me only 3 days. Your time just give me for 3 days. That too, it's like a 6 hours. So you are going to write your own scripts unknowingly. Seriously, I'm telling you, and it's really proven. Understand? Okay, so you can go through with the LinkedIn reviews or let's say Bimera. If you Google it, Bimera reviews. So we are at 5-star actually. Okay, you can see these are like the last batch students reviews, and you'll thoroughly, I mean, you'll be completely happy with the reviews. Okay, so I'm not working for the reviews. It's my own company, and I don't want to get down my company standards for any sake. Okay, because especially we are into the hiring. So a person who is sending from a Bimera, if you're sent to the Bimera, so they're supposed to be qualified at any cost. You understand? So we will be focusing on that thing itself. Okay, so that is the reason like 20. And now, I mean, for example, not only this, let me write. Oh, it's still writing. It won't leave me until unless it gives 100 scripts. Okay, so create flows from the existing geometry, create levels from existing geometry, generate custom column grid patterns. I think done. Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. So write a Python script, Revit Python script. Let's say Revit Python script to get all the ducts in the Revit model. Simple. So I'm asking, this is a level 2 training again. This is a level 2 training. Okay. So why we have integrated this chat GPT, you can ask anything to this. Even we don't know, for example, if you type exactly the same stuff in Google, you won't get this solution anywhere. But even I'm somehow like surprised from where it is exactly getting this code, everything. So we used to kill a lot of hours to develop our add-ins, develop our own add-ins here, the Vimmer add-ins. I asked, we checked with, can you please give me a solution for the code for the MEP rerouter and the class to views and the flag at class points, points. So it's giving me the code and it really surprised me. So we have taken a many years to get that logic, but it's given a logic like anything. So then we decided, so from the day we are seeing this, so we started integrating the OpenAI training with the Revit Python. So generally to get the logic, it will kill hours, even though you're a developer. To write, I mean, once you got the logic, to write the same code, to implement the same code on your interface, it will take again like some minutes or hours. So you don't need to do anything. You simply ask OpenAI, okay, it will give you some sort of a code, customize it. Seriously, clear? So this is what. So initially the level 2 training, it was like 30 hours, but now it is 40 hours. Initially, the level 2 training, it is 30 hours, now it's a 40 hours. You understand. So that is how it is, because the people keep on asking a lot of questions. We exactly finished the same training at 30 hours itself, but now the last batch, they've taken like 10 more hours. The trainer is complying me, sir, with after this integration, people are coming with more questions. Let them come, clear every single question until they see with a happy face. Trust me, every penny that you spent, it's I'm promising you, it's going to be like 10 times profit for you. And not exactly this. You are investing on your learning, and if you invest X amount, you're going to get 10 times on the same what you have invested. Okay. So and it's for that also, it's my promise, because we are into the outsourcing. Okay. So this is how it is. So my first question, tomorrow is actual training for us. Okay, the main webinar, like how the Dynamo has to be read, how to understand the Dynamo. Okay, and I'm gonna give you some sort of a tips tomorrow. So don't miss tomorrow's session at any cost. So if you are very new to the Dynamo, we should not miss that session at all. There won't be any like verbal discussions like what's happening today. It's completely like I'm going to show you examples. I'm going to show you, what is the data types? Where do you stuck at the anatomy of a node? So what kind of a behaviors generally the Dynamo gives? So how to understand the states? What is the dot notation process? So execution type. Every example I'm going to give you for like 15 minutes of just a brief on all this, so that you will come to know that what to learn exactly. Understand? Only for the level 1 training. Only for the level 1. Level 2, I'm going to conduct one more webinar in the next week or next to next week. So attend that. You can see what is a coding. I mean, for example, if you already joined in the training, then forget about the rest. Uh, you're going to see everything during the training itself. Okay, fine. So don't miss tomorrow's session at all. So my answer for this is, first you have to go with the Dynamo, which is a no coding platform. There is no code required at all. Do you think is it a joke? Exactly, no. It's really okay. The reason, dynamopackages.com, dynamopackages.com. So we are using a nodes from a different packages. Let's say that where is my Dynamo man? I hate this Alt tab. Did I close my Dynamo? Right, yeah. So
Rajesh,
just a minute, Asmat. I'll come. Just okay. So all these are like a different packages. All these are like a different packages. So I'm not the owner of these packages. You're not the owner of these packages. But the one single common thing in all the packages is we are not the owners of any code here, but we should understand how that idiots have created the scripts. Simple. Okay. Why I'm saying they are idiots? Because it's a very worthy, like productive data, like releasing for free of cost. Okay. So what kind of things we have here? So we have a 1929 packages. We have 1929 packages, and each package minimum it contains 100 nodes in it. It means 1,92,900 scripts are ready to use. So you have to pick it from the scripts what you're exactly looking for. Picking, even for picking also, it is a challenging thing. It's a challenging thing. If you pick a wrong thing, it will give you the fatal errors. You can't even use your Dynamo at all. I'm not scaring you, seriously. It's really. So you have to learn. There is a concept. Before you pick, you have to check the status of each and every package, because this package contains malware sometimes. This package contains some bugs in it, some malwares in it. Okay, some different kind of, the teasing would be there. Teasing in the sense, I've created a folder with the name of Bimera. So there are almost like 1 lakh downloads so far. So a person has created one more package with the same name, Bimera version 1. So the people who are going to install this package, so the people see that when they type Bimera, it shows Bimera and Bimera version 2, version 3 also. So the people think, okay, the Bimera version 2 is the updated one, they'll install it. So whenever they started installing, it will give you the fatal errors. The Dynamo is getting closed. So how to check the health of it? That's very important. I'm gonna explain you every single thing. I'm not going to miss even single pinpoint. Everything. Okay. By the end, I'm going to show you this day-wise training. We are going to say this day-wise training, and I'm going to cover. Did we cover this topic? Did we cover this topic? Did we cover this topic and everything? And then we'll leave the training. Understand? Don't worry. Okay. So this 1,92,900, how to use it? How to use it? Okay. And for example, you find a node. So what to connect exactly, and how to connect exactly? If you understand these two, what to connect and how to connect, no one can stop you. No one can stop you. So that is the main stuff, because you are not the person who created the script. You have the script with you with the empty variables. So you have to connect only the inputs. So whenever you connect the inputs, it will execute the function. It will execute the function with your inputs. If you've given something wrong input, anyways, it will give you the warning. How to read the warnings? How to read those warnings again? That is one more challenge. So I'm going to explain you some sort of a warnings tomorrow. If you wish to start something, like if you wish to learn something by your own, okay, then join tomorrow. Because if we conducted a webinar, it's a workshop. It's not promising like everybody will join this training. Okay. So, for example, if you wish to start something from your own, then join tomorrow to understand what to learn exactly and how to start. I'm going to show you tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, now Asmat, your question. What's your question?
Rajesh, small question. This 1,90,000 to 92,000, the figure you were using, what was that actually? In between, I missed something.
These are scripts actually. Scripts in the sense.
Okay, those are scripts which is used already. Somebody has created, and then those how to use that one. That you will be
Exactly, exactly. So let's say this is a package. Let's say this is a package. Inside the package core 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the 7 scripts from one single folder. From the another folder, there are 2 more. Huh? From another folder, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16. You see this? So 16, 18, 18 plus 7, like something like 23. So if I get into all these folders, it may come 200 also, sometimes 300 also. On and all average, I consider if 1,100, it is 1,92,000. We have a more than that.
Okay.
We have more than those scripts actually. Okay, but you should come to know how to use it. Should come to know how to use it. So that I'm going to focus on. Understand? Clear? Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
One
So
more question that one
yeah,
more
yeah,
question.
please.
Hello.
Yeah, ask me.
Yeah. Actually, this regarding this field now, normally I'm seeing that whatever this Dynamo, LinkedIn training, YouTube training, or somewhere they are giving focuses on the MEP side only. So there are some different fields. Like I am in bridge side. So will you give the preference for that bridge type of scripting also?
Good question. Okay, I have kept something here. So this is the Dynamo training curriculum. If you see this, the first one. So this is the Dynamo training curriculum. This is the very old one. Huh? So this is the very old one. The one which I've shown you here, the day-wise training, that is the updated one. It's a very updated one. Okay, and we keep on updating that. So this is the updated one, and this is the outdated one. Like it's like a one we created this like 1 year ago. We're not sharing this updated one because I've seen few people are copying the content. Okay, so that is the reason. So this is for the people, for everyone. Like how we have a Revit essentials, Revit for architecture, Revit for structure, Revit for MEP. The essentials are common. Correct? 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 So I mean, all this. For example, visibility graphics is not specially. It's not different for architects and MEP. Correct? It is for everything. It's the same. Filters concept and like whatever you're saying, like import and linking options. All these are like same. These are called essentials. So when it comes to the Dynamo, there are few concepts which is common for everyone. So that is this. But when it comes to the architecture and structure people, you are a bit advanced. You have to be advanced in it. So there is an advanced parametric modeling. So where you will learn about the points. The concepts are same. Without these concepts, you can't understand this. These are the base for the next level training. How to play with the points. In points, what are the points? We have a coordinate points, reference points. And when it comes to the curves, lines, arcs, circles, ellipse, how to draw an ellipse, how to draw a polygon, how to draw a node curve, how to draw a polycurve. And I'm going to show you some sort of an example. Surfaces, how to play with the surfaces, how to play with the solids, how to play with the arrays and planes, vectors, scalars, UVs, transformations, translations, projections. We have a lot here when it comes to advanced parametric modeling. It is the people, I mean, it is for the people who are purely into the geometry. Okay, I mean, for MEP people, it is not at all required because you don't create any different structures like by infinity bridge or something. If I say this, the building. I mean, this. Do you see this bridge? So how it exactly? I mean, if you see if you seen from the top, it looks like an infinity symbol. It looks like an infinity symbol. Okay. So infinity bridge. If you can see this, the HD picture. This is how actually it looks like. To create this, what it needs exactly. To be frank, I'll say you. Uh, you should know like how to create an infinity with the help of geometric concepts. After that, you will draw one line or a curve, whatever it is. So from these curves, you should know like how to how to create the points on this side, create the points and create the points on the other side and connect these points with this bridge, with this curve. I'm sorry. With this curve, how do you exactly connect the points to those lines, and that's it. That's it. So simple. It looks like complicated. It looks like very complicated structure, but it is very, very easy. If you understand my, like, you know, in just matter of 5 to, let's say 6 hours. Yeah, let's say 6 hours. Not, oh no, it's very over. Let's say 8 to 10 hours. Okay, you can finish your this kind of a bridge. Seriously, I'm not joking. Okay, so this is how my training would be. It's complete like a spoon feeding us. Okay, because I'm not working, I'm not teaching you for money. Seriously, okay, it's my passion. So I've been into this field from last 8 to 10 years. Exactly. I mean, because you know, when I used to start teaching, I taught for like free for most of the people. I'm still doing it for the rivet. So we don't charge anything from the engineering students for rivet training. Seriously, okay, we have a different foundation for it. It's under charity. Okay, so where we are getting some funds from this training part, and we're investing over there. That's it. Okay, anyways, that's a different story. So you will be learning in each and everything in detail, and it is my promise. Until unless you get a job and you got, for example, I mean, you can ask me what is the salary range between, you know, what is the salary range? Array, I'm ready to invest something X amount on this. So what is going to be my returns? Because most of the people I've seen, they'll think about the returns. Even if I invest something, I'll see the returns. Either that returns should come either in the knowledge way or in the commercial way. Okay. So when it comes to the salary range, if you shift, I mean, you are a coordinator, you are a modular. You know, for example, if you want to change your career into a modular to a senior modular or a senior modular to the coordinator, what would be the general salary hike so far as you have seen? What is your salary hike if you change a company, guys?
20 to 30%.
20 to
25.
30%.
It's under
30%
40%.
is also very tough, man. Seriously. Okay, because you know I've changed like 6 companies in the matter of 4 years. I'm not joking. Go and see my CV on my LinkedIn profile. I've changed almost like, you know, it's completely different. Okay, so 6 companies in just matter of 4 years. I'm not telling you to. I don't have a proper resign in any company. All are quits. Okay, so fine. So when it comes to the salary range, you will be getting maximum 10 to 20, maximum 10 to 20% hike. Okay, but once if you change your like platform from non-IT to IT, you will be getting around like 52. I can't say how much it's going to be. I have a I have a proofs as well, because we are into this outsourcing. A person who is earning like a 6.2, we have placed him
What do you
for like
mean
11
non-IT to
also.
IT?
Non-IT in the sense you are a non-IT guy. You are a modular. It's not an IT
Okay.
background. IT background in the sense it's like a coding or different stuff.
Hmm.
Do you understand? You're not a developer, right? You're not a coder. You're
Yeah.
not a tester. You're not something from a IT information technology IT background. Clear? So
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
your hike will be, you know, for example, if you start, I mean, if you start your career and you are not going to be like a fresher again. Once you're done with the training, you are almost equal to a person who is having like a 1 year of learning experience on Dynamo. I'm seriously telling you,
Mm-hmm.
you're not completely new to this. You will not act like you are a new to the Dynamo at all. From the third day itself, I'm gonna build a very I'm, you know, huge confidence to you. I'm transferring some sort of confidence into your minds. Okay, I know this, you know, hypnotism. I can hypnotize you. Okay, from the third day onwards, you start writing your own scripts very confidently, and trust me seriously. Okay, so every day you will have an assignments. So once you started doing those assignments, you will come to know how easy it is. To be frank, I'm seriously telling you, Dynamo is very easy. If you understand the key concepts, Not only Dynamo, any tool, if you understand the key concept, why you're doing it, why you have to do that in the same way, if you are aware of it, you don't go in another way. For example, if you're in a wrong way, if you know how to come back again, how to fix it again, then any language is easy to understand. But you should have that mentor again. So when it comes to me, you are on a perfect thing. You're talking to a perfect person. Okay, so and I'm not going to keep any information with me during the training. Okay, every knowledge that I've known, if I've seen something today, I'm going to explain you that. I'm going to explain you. I'm going to add it into this training part, and I'm going to explain it. So that is how it is. So why should I keep it with me? If you sharing your knowledge, you will be also growing up. Okay, fine. So when it comes to the salary range, we have placed a person like who is earning like a 6.2 to the 10.5 also, where the 6.2 and compare, if you see that it's a more than 40 to 50 in between 40 to 80 50%. I've placed a person who is earning like a 4.2 and he started a new career. We placed him for the 7.5 also. It's almost like double his package. Okay, if you want to sit, there are, I've seen many people, they're still working there, they have 8 years of experience, they're still working for 40-50,000. Let's gain 1 year of experience on this automation and see your returns in terms of salary. Trust me, if you are interested, Rajesh, I have a 1 year of, I joined, I joined like a company as an automation expert. So I'm getting now this, and I want to change my company. Your returns will be like completely like anything. Seriously, I'm telling you. Okay, fine. You don't work on again. For example, if you change any company, so what happens generally? You can't use the same you can't use the same like what you worked on in the next projects. But when it comes to the automation, if you have created a script, you can use the same script in a second company. You can use the same scripts on a third company. You can use the same scripts on a fourth, fifth, sixth company, and you're going to change everything, and you can start doing your freelancing as well. Understand? This is how it's going to be. Okay, fine. So how long it will take to become an expert in automation? To be frank, not a 1 year, not 2 years, not 5 years, just matter of 1 month. Just you have, I'm seriously, I'm literally going to harass you in that 1 month. And at the same time, I'm giving you my control, the complete controls to handle me as a toy. Treat me as a toy. Understand? And harass me like anything. Okay, text me on the midnight like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. Still, I'm gonna reply to you for your queries. Okay, so I'm giving you permissions to harass me. Seriously. Okay, so treat this. Take this as an advantage. Take this as a challenge and learn it in detail. Okay. Yeah. Someone have a question here.
Rajesh, Rajesh. Sorry, Paresh here.
Yeah, Paresh.
My question is for the salary range. So, which one is the average salary should be there for the 20 years BIM and 20 years BIM experience? So, what is the average salary should be there? And for Python, if suppose we learn the Dynamo and we apply the Dynamo, so which one is the average salary should be like that? Not top, not loss.
You're not going to start. Understand your question, Paresh. Generally, what happens if you change your background? The people supposed to start from the scratch. Correct. This is what most of the people have something in them. If I change my career from modeling to the automation, I'm earning 60 now. So automation will if they consider me as a fresher, do I have to start from 30, 35 again? No. Your fixed salary remains same exactly. So whatever you're getting now, you are going to get the same as a fixed in the next company as well. So if you are earning like a 60, you will be getting that 60 as same. Additionally,
60,
you will be getting the hike.
60, you are telling 60 lakh per annum?
Array, 60,000 per month.
Okay.
60,000 per month. Okay. Let's be on the roads, man, not on the air. So 60 lakhs, my goodness, very good to hear that. Okay,
His
not exactly.
expectation is too high.
Seriously. Even UAE companies, I mean, Middle East companies are also not paying that. Okay, fine. Anyways, so I'm not joking here. So you have a
I
possibility of,
have one also question, sir.
yeah, Bharat, tell me.
Dynamo work for rebar modeling?
Oh, why not? You can do that, but it needs a very advanced coding, man. Okay, the rebar, I mean, the reinforcement
Okay.
stuff, it is, you have to be good at in even the API also. I'm going to show you what is an API tomorrow. Okay, so is it possible to
Okay,
convert
okay.
CAD to 3D model? Why not, man? The same thing we have implemented, the same thing. Just let me mute everyone. Okay, the same thing we have implemented. We have created a lot of add-ins which is taking the inputs from the CAD only. It is very easiest stuff. Don't look into that complicated. If you have a points, I mean, you are from the CAD background, right? I hope everyone, I mean, without CAD background, like, I mean, you don't, I think you didn't come to this Revit field. So I hope you are aware of data extraction tool. Anyone? Data extraction.
No,
Mr.
no, no.
Rajesh, I have one
No?
question here.
No, let me finish this. Let me finish this and
Yeah,
I'll
please.
come. Data extraction in AutoCAD. So what it is exactly, if you have any CAD, it will extract that information. For example, if it is a point-based element, it will give you XYZ information. So Z, anyways, it's a 0, correct? And it will give you X and Y values information. Let me show you images. If I can see some, see there is a, yeah, when you click on geometry, you can see some lines information. You can see, yeah, if it is a line information, you can get the arc information. So you can get the polylines information. You can get the circle and the midpoint of it. You can get the square and midpoint of it. So you can get all this. So if you have a point, how do you load that XYZ point into the Revit? So at that point, I need to place an element. Let me show you. Simple. I supposed to present this everything today, but I want to explain this to
Is
you.
it like scheduling in Revit, Rajesh?
Whatever, similar to it. Not exactly. Yeah, exactly. Scheduling to it. Okay. So I have
Okay,
a
thank
CAD layers here. I have a CAD laser. It is understanding the lines. So the input is what the input we have connected here. The layer name. If you see this, the layer name. Okay, and what we are going to do that, and we have written something in a Python here, and it is boom. The lines converted into a 3D objects. Okay, so this is the reroute, MEP rerouter. This is MEP rerouter actually. We have already developed. Okay, build as work, wall openings. So we just created wall openings. Where is the main one? If you move anything, the openings will be also moved automatically. Yeah, this is the one. So we have extracted this. If you notice this, let me play. So we have a CAD points, we have a CAD, and we got the blocks with the help of data extraction method. I mean, if you're not aware of it, know it. Just go, just YouTube it like data extraction in AutoCAD. It'll give you some videos. Look into it. Okay, you can extract this center point of this, and that center point will be connected to this Dynamo. And on the exact same points, it will be directly connected to the ceilings on the same positions. Simple. Clear? You can automate anything, and CAD to Revit is very, very easy concept. Very, very easy concept. It looks like very complicated because if you see something you are not aware of it, it looks like very strange thing and you can't handle it. You can easily. Trust me. Trust my words. Okay? You can easily do that. Fine. So yeah, someone have a question. Who is that?
Yeah, Rajesh.
Yeah.
Rajesh, this is Atul.
Yeah, Akhil.
Uh,
as I can see, like you are mostly linking Dynamo with Revit. Okay. I'm basically a highway engineer and we don't use Revit at all. So our main software is Civil 3D and we do have Dynamo in Civil 3D. So if I like join this workshop or training, so like how far will it be beneficial? Like, so that's what I want to ask.
Nice
Because we do
question.
have Dynamo and this nodes and all, like it's see Dynamo is same, so everything will be same, but the elements will be different. So I was just thinking
I'm not teaching
how
Dynamo
it will
here,
benefit.
Akhil. To be frank, I'm telling you,
Okay.
I'm not teaching a Dynamo here. I'm teaching a visual programming concept. Even if you have seen this curriculum, our curriculum, okay, you haven't seen anywhere I used any Dynamo concepts here. Any Dynamo concept. Have you seen any? I'm playing with the Dynamo elements, Revit elements. Do you see anything? No. I am teaching the concept which is a visual programming. And to explain this visual programming interface, visual programming concepts, I need an interface. You understand? So I am using Dynamo as an interface. So what do you do with the Dynamo interface? I need an application to handle it. Correct. So I am using a Revit application for that. So I'm explaining you the visual programming concepts with the Dynamo interface linked with the Revit application. So if you have learned the concepts which are the visual programming concepts, you can play with the Revit Dynamo, the Civil 3D Dynamo, LES Dynamo, which helps you to design some sort of an like car modelings or automobile industry for the automobile industry or whatever, or geometry. Jewelry modeling or whatever it is. Okay, so the format which is equal to like a SketchUp, alternative to the SketchUp. Okay, so you can implement the same concepts here. You can implement the same concepts in advanced style, robot structure analysis, more coming soon. Even you can expect the same in the Navisworks also in future. So if you learn the Dynamo with the visual programming concepts, you don't need to even learn this grasshopper as well. Understand? If you are from architectural structure background and you are planning to learn this grasshopper, when you learn grasshopper, it is very hard to handle the Dynamo. But you learn Dynamo, it's very easy to handle the grasshopper because Dynamo you have to search for something, but in grasshopper it doesn't. You don't need anything. You have everything in a right place. Do you understand? Okay, so grasshopper will be very, very easy when you understand the Dynamo visual programming concepts. Clear? Any other questions?
Yeah, I have another question, like with respect to what you have shared with me. When you are showing Dynamo regarding that wall, so you have drawn 4 walls and you have executed the script. So at first you have run the Dynamo script for 1 wall and then you selected 3 walls at a time. If you remember. So my question is, like, when you selected 1 wall, it was reflecting, and when you selected those 3 walls, the first wall which you have selected, I guess it became as a line.
No, it will be gone. It will be gone. There is another strategy to keep the existing objects as well. There is a different strategy. Yeah. So what happens if when you change the first thing? So when I'm playing with a single element, the 3 will be gone. So when I'm playing with the 3 objects, the first will be gone. So there is a strategy to keep even the existing and the new one also. Clear?
Okay. Yeah.
There is a different strategy. Yeah.
Mr. Rajesh, there is one question. This is Nadeem with you.
Yeah, Nadeem.
Hello.
Yeah, as you said, if there is 150 stories buildings and all the floors and levels are different, okay, and that all the elements which is going to be electrical, either plumbing, either HVAC, that's going to be helped to with the Dynamo. We are going to fix it or somewhere else like a Revit AAP.
No, Dynamo itself.
Dynamo itself.
With the Dynamo
so
itself.
that is useful. That is useful for the MEP especially, right?
Exactly. When it comes to the, let's say for example, structure guys. So wherever there is a grid intersections, they have to place a column. Correct? So if they have a walls, exactly, and the walls has to be aligned exactly based on the like a column heights, or else the columns whatever they place, those exactly aligned to the footings or the foundations. So anything what you're doing it manually, we have almost, I mean, for example, if I have 100 tasks, 90% tasks can be automated with the help of this. If there is a logic.
But as you said, that is maybe within hours you are going to be finalize that things. That is impossible. That is possible sharing things in the Dynamo.
It is possible. It is possible. Seriously.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. It's not. I'm not. It's not like a 2 to 3 hours training. It is a 40 to 40. I mean, it's a 40 to 50 hours training. Do you think is it very short time? No. In
No, this is
this
okay.
40 to
But
45 hours.
as my field, Dynamo is for totally new for me. I doesn't know even ABCD in the Dynamo, even though usual programming.
I'll
So
teach you A to
you
Z
think
in 3 days itself. Don't worry.
so you think is useful for me if I going to be enter on this field?
Trust me. Seriously.
Okay, thank you.
Because I mean, every person who is zero here, I think most of the people are zero here. Okay, fine. Because I can feel the way you ask the questions. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone.
Rajesh, can I?
Hello. Right. Can I?
Yeah.
Hello,
Right.
Rajesh.
There is not only the modeling part, there is detailing also, scheduling, very much minute detailing, information detailing. We need to do those things. We can do with the Dynamo. Means
No.
if you learn Dynamo, it's only concept only learning, not for the structural part or architecture part.
Very
Which
good
discipline
question.
we are learning?
Very good. Let me show you something. This is similar to people used to ask me like, what can be done, what cannot be done with the Dynamo student ideas. Okay, so if you say this, the people who used to ask me like, Rajesh, need to arrange the tag in a proper way. Can I do it? Yes, you can do it, but with the help of Dynamo and geometry both. Okay, if you learn only Dynamo, you can't place the tags in a proper way. You need to understand the Dynamo geometry concepts as well. Is it clear? For example, develop a model from line, and I have a CAD document, and I want to develop a model from the lines completely. Yes, you can do that. And you need to go with the Dynamo and geometry both. The second one, if the system type of the cable tray fittings are not correct, I need to correct it automatically. This doesn't need any geometry. So I didn't mention that geometry is not required. Is it clear now? For example, the same question, let's say Dynamo API. Class-free model using Dynamo. Very crazy guy. Okay, he wants to see the class-free model with the help of Dynamo. Yes, it can be done, but I mean, it's not at all possible. It's not a human being, no. Even it is a machine which is following our instructions. Correct. So class-free model, it's not at all possible, but it can be done with the help of Dynamo and API up to some extent. Okay, so I'm not giving any false commitments. I'm not for a single admission, I don't have to lie here because it's a you guys are here. I mean, if it is a fact, it has to be a fact. Okay, so I'm saying you, if like 3 days is more than enough to handle the Dynamo, yes, I'm sure your all scares will be gone, or the clouds will be gone, and everything would be clear in the just matter of 3 days, and it's my promise. Okay, fine. So if what else? Dynamo API, understand the hidden data of Rivet elements and how Rivet performs all the tasks. So that needs API here to understand what is there in this, why it is exactly. For example, can you guys tell me how many element IDs would be there for one single element? For one element, how many element IDs would be there?
Only one.
Only one, no? Correct? Yes. Very good. Let me show you. Let me prove you all guys are wrong. Whatever you have a 10 years of experience or whatever. Okay, fine. Let me ask you. So, whenever I think everybody like played with Navisworks here. When you copy a element ID from Navisworks and when you paste in the Rivet, when you copy that into the Rivet, sometimes it won't show you the element. it will be, instead of showing that, it will be completely grayed out. True? You faced it
Yes,
before?
because the movement
It's
of the
true.
model, yes, due to the movement of the model, it get deleted.
It is not movement of the model. Let me show you what it is exactly. So when I select this, we have a API tool. This is the properties palette for the BIM developers. This is the actual properties palette for the BIM developers. This is a bullshit one. This is the actual properties palette for developers. Okay. So when I click on this, so where there is an ID 746575. 746575 is an element ID. Okay, I want to know, I mean, this element is coming from, Revit hierarchy. Instance is coming from a type is coming from a family, and family is coming from a category. Correct? Correct?
True.
Correct?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
So
Correct.
what is the type of this element? So I'll go and check get type ID. So 619617. So this is the second ID for the same object. Sometimes when you copy the ID from the Navisworks, it is copying the type one, not the element one. Okay. So where is this type coming from? It's coming from a different family. So where is that family information? When I click on this, so this is the family ID 741874. 741874. So where is this family coming from? It's coming from a different category. So where is that category, family category? So this is the category one. So where is the category coming from? I don't have any parent for this category. I think done. So category is the grandparent. Family is the grandparent. Type is the grandparent. And family is the parent. And from that parent, you are reading the information. Is it clear? Is it clear, everyone? So we have
Yes, sir.
we have a complete data hidden in this. For example, when I click on, I want to get the location point of this. When I click on this, see, which is showing me the XYZ value, XYZ points here. It's showing the XYZ point here. Understand? So what do you do with this XYZ point? So what is this rotation? It's, if it is 1.5, I can see that if the door is placed on the right rotation or not. Do you understand? Okay. There are many like this. Okay. Yeah. Fine. What else? Any other questions? Any other questions?
Rajesh Sayed here. I have
Yeah.
two simple questions. Yeah, I just want to answer. You have mentioned Dubai Infinity Bridge model. Okay, the Infinity model. I have a question that one guy who is doing who is well versed or who is good in visual programming concepts. Okay, and another guy is good in modeling part. He is good in modeling. Another one guy is good in visual programming concepts. What will be the time ratio between both? When applying the same building Dynamo and using BIM modeling like using Revit.
Okay, good. For example, have you heard about this generative design concept? Generative design concept. Okay, let me explain. So there are some sort of a concepts like, you will be creating one system, okay, and that system will generate n number of ideas, n number of designs. For example, you have a client meeting, Refrain. Okay, so is it your name, Refrain? Okay, whatever it is.
Syed Imad is my name. It's admin name. It's showing as a reference. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
You can call me Imad, Syed Imad.
Okay, Syed. Okay, so if you have, I mean, you have a client meeting and the client is expecting to see something like, one design. So you went with the design and he is not happy with it. He's not happy with that. So he asked you, I don't like your model. So, and it has taken almost like 10 days for you to design that. So if the client simply says that I don't like this design at all. So how do you change it? I want the remain the same levels, the same floor, but I want a different, like a facade system or different stuff. How do you do it? So it will kill again, like like 1 day or 2 days. Let's say 1 day. So you'll say that tomorrow I'll show you something. But with the help of an automation, you can change within the meeting itself. Within the meeting, within the client itself, you can change something and present exactly the same, and you can finalize the design within the meetings itself. You understand? If I mean, I can say that the people who are using this Grasshopper, the people who are using Grasshopper for their in their meetings, there won't be any additional meetings at all. In one single sitting, in one single meeting, they can, I mean, the clients will sit and they'll finalize the model. So the same thing can be done with the help of Dynamo and Revit as well. Do you understand? Do you understand? You know, this Dubai Future Museum the design was built in just matter of 2 to 3 days. All the engineers were sit for like 2 to 3 days, and the design person, the engineer person, his name Hian. Hiana? No, he starts with H. Okay, he has sit for like 2 days to develop that, only the skeleton. After the skeleton finalized, it has taken a lot of days to get that structure into the Revit model. Only for the skeleton, it has taken like 2 to 3 years, and they said this entire thing in just one single sitting. Do you know that? So that is how it is. Okay. So when it comes to the architecture or whatever it is, we have a generative design concept. I mean, let me show you. If you go to the manage, there is a generative design. There is a generative design. Create study, because I'm not you have to purchase this. I didn't purchase this, so I can't show you here. Okay. So generative design is a concept which help you create a system, and that system will generate a number of ideas to you with your given inputs, Okay. Fine. So when it comes to the automation and Revit, don't compare both. It's completely different. It's completely different, guys. Okay. Fine. Some other. Did we get Snoop object tab from? Yeah, that is a free tool, Bharat. You can download it. Just type Revit lookup tool and install it.
Hello,
Okay,
this is
Revit
Manas.
lookup tool. There is a Jeremy Tamick. You can see a blog from the Jeremy Tamick. He'll give you the instructions, like if you are using like a 2020, install this. 2021, install this. So there are a set of instructions. Go and install Revit lookup tool. Then you can see the Snoop selection. Okay, but the way you understand it is completely different. Clear?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Rajesh, can
Yes,
you ask
Manas.
me one question?
Rajesh?
I think we are going beyond that. Earlier, you have shown one element, and you have asked question why we can't see this element, and everybody answered some sort of answers. And what is the conclusion? Actually, maybe I missed. I don't know.
The reason, for example, if I mean,
you explained ChatGPT.
Yeah, the reason, if you are using sort of a nodes, let me explain. For example, I started using this node. I used this node, and I created a script today. After 5-6 days, if you open the same script, it won't work. It will not work. You keep on banging your head like, array, it's supposed to work like 1 week ago, but now it is not working. The reason, the way you connect the inputs, the reason the functions have been changed. Okay, the reason, it could be anything. So it's not only one single reason. We can't blame a single node here. We can't blame this node. People, what do? They just remove all these connections. This is the useless node, man. This won't work. Let me delete this, and then started placing one more node. Again, it'll face the problem. Okay, actually, you have a node here that's supposed to work, but there's a very small single thing. If you sort it out, if you find out what is the problem, then you can easily see those. You can understand. So that's what I'm saying. For if a node is not working, it doesn't mean the node is not at all work. Okay, it will be there. You have to understand, when I connect the curve to this, what is that expecting? What is this expecting? Is that connected in a right way or not? So what is this expecting? Whether it is a 4200, what is this? Why should I connect 4000 in the outside if it is connected at 4200 inside? So it could be a reason your node which is not taking any inputs. Okay, so there are many reasons.
Rajesh, sorry to interrupt you. Actually, this is not my question. what I asked actually, you have shown on staircase and asking that why we can't see the staircase in the floor plan. Then everybody answered it's view range, work sets, filters, some
The
sort
same
of
thing I'm
answers.
asking. That is, I think you missed the part. That is the reason I explained. If there is any element missing in a Revit, there is a you have a certain reasons why it is not displaying, why you can't see that. At the same time, if you have a set of
Okay.
nodes, if the nodes are not working, you have n number of reasons to fix that node, to find out the right node. You understand? Clear?
Okay.
You have to change the height one, you have to change the level one, you have to change the wall types node, you have to change the curve node. Maybe you have to connect this to this, or else you have to connect this to this. Could be any reason. That's what I'm saying even. Clear?
Okay.
Yeah.
So in that reason, we can use the chat GPT, you mean to say?
No, that is a different thing again.
That is different.
That is
Okay.
different. The chat GPT doesn't take any Dynamo stuff at all. Let me, for example, if I ask how to get the, how to get the name of an element in Revit Dynamo. How to get the name of an element in Revit Dynamo. You can use element.name. See, you can use element.name node to get the name of an element in Revit Dynamo. So when okay, let me copy this. If I paste here, I have a node which gives the element names information. So when I connect this to this, it's giving the name of it. So when I connect n number of elements to this, it started giving the names of it. Is it clear? So it means even though it is working, you can't ask all the stuff here. For example, if I want to delete an elements, I want to delete. Let's say how to delete set of elements. Delete elements in Revit Dynamo. How to pin, for example, how to move all these elements with this. To delete elements in Revit Dynamo, you can use element.delete. So just giving the right thing. For example, how to fix, let's say, let me ask for the builder's work. How to create a wall opening in Revit Dynamo. How to create a wall opening in Revit Dynamo. Do you think will it show? Let's see. Creating a wall opening in Revit Dynamo requires a specific workflow. First, what it is saying, use the create wall opening node in Dynamo to define the wall opening parameters. So which is giving you a set of instructions. And these are 60% true. These are 60% true. And rest of them, like, you have 8 steps. So out of this 8, you can finish this entire thing for 4, I mean, within the 4 steps also. Sometimes it may take like 16 steps also. Is it clear? Guys, is this clear?
Hello.
Clear.
Is it clear?
Hello.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
if you
it's
don't
clear.
have
It's clear.
just give me a minute. So if you don't have a proper knowledge how to do it, this OpenAI can help you up to 50%. Do you understand? If you don't know how to get the logic, so this OpenAI will help you to get the logic from this. Is it clear? Yeah. No.
Hello. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Manas.
Hello.
Yeah, Manas.
Yeah. Actually, before quitting this conversation, should I ask a question that can you tell me what's the course fee and what's the time duration of the
Tomorrow I'm going to
training
explain.
and what?
Because
Tomorrow.
we
Okay.
just
Okay.
had a chit chat. I haven't explained anything. So tomorrow you're going to see how the training is going to be. How
Okay.
I'll
And
the concepts.
there is another question that can
Yeah.
you tell me the all of the things can you mail me or just can you give me a WhatsApp that can I put in my company's profile so that can they can provide me the whole package. So that's why I am requesting you to can you share me all of the things in my
This is my
WhatsApp?
WhatsApp number. I've texted my WhatsApp number on the
Yeah.
chat box. Okay. So text me personally. If you
Okay.
received a messages from any WhatsApp, you can reply over there, or else it's my personal number. Text me, you'll get all the details. Everyone. Okay. If you wish to join this training program, text me on this chat box saying interested. Then we'll enroll your name for the next training. Okay.
Excuse me.
Can I
Yes.
ask you one
Thank
question?
you. Then I'm quitting the conversation.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mr. Rajesh. This is Syed.
Yes, Syed.
So actually, I just want to know the timings, like flexible hours.
Oh,
You are
actually,
providing the
supposed to.
training from India, right?
Yeah, it's in India. It is 8:30.
In
8:30
India, it's
p.m.
8.
Exactly the same time as you sit today. Okay,
Okay, so the
it's not
training
in
will
the
be
office
also
hours.
at the
It's
same time.
same time exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Same,
we'll try to manage.
but how daily? It will be daily or weekly something?
It will be 5 days a week. Okay, and Saturday and Sunday would be the off. Okay. If you
Okay.
wish to continue on the weekends also, I'm very happy. Okay, because I don't want to give any breaks between 1 to 1 week, but you will be overfilled in a 5 days of time. So you need some time to practice on the weekends, and that's why that's your practice time. Clear?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mr. Rajesh.
And one more thing.
Yeah.
Are you going to provide the classes or any other guy who is going to take the
No,
classes
I'm the
for
one.
this?
I'm the one.
You are the. Okay.
Yeah, I'm the one who is going.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Rajesh, as now from next week, actually the Ramadan month is going on. So what you are giving this the 8:30 is very difficult to join to us actually, because you know all the prayer time are there actually.
Oh yeah. In that case, it's supposed to start with 8:45 then. Correct.
Because yeah,
No,
because you know
actually, there is like
right
you.
now I'm talking from Saudi Arabia. So for here actually right now is around 8:30. So actually you know it's very difficult to be fasting, and after that, after fasting we are until 4 hours approximately from 6 to up to 10:30 we are busy with the praying and all these things.
But
So
this
it's
is the
very
right
difficult to
time.
be joined to us.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree. But this is the right time to learn
Because
because last year in the Ramadan batch, in the Ramadan time, we have a huge students, we heavy students because that was the right time to learn this kind of anything, whatever it is.
Yes,
But
Mr.
yeah,
Rajesh.
I
Can
have to
I
change
know
the
the
timings.
colleague?
I'll change the timings. No problem. I'll change the timings like 1.5 hour a day, 1.5 hour a day. And
yeah,
we'll
is
extend
okay.
the
One
days.
and a half hour is okay. Yeah, 1.5 hour is okay. We will somewhere we can able to take it.
Yeah, 2 hours. I mean, yeah, I have to
Rajesh,
talk to this.
Rajesh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you.
Rajesh,
Yeah,
you can
Shamir.
hear me?
Yeah, Shamir.
Yeah. See, I have one question. Quickly, I will ask you. I am the BIM specialist for the architectural interior. This Dynamo supporting the interior fit out design modeling by Revit.
Yes, why not? Seriously, you have a
Yeah.
very good scope of getting huge package
Okay.
if you learn this
Yeah.
Dynamo in geometry.
Because
Seriously.
I know one my colleague is recently working in Dynamo. He's working only the structure, but I don't know this supporting to architectural part. I mean the interior fit up like some designing, some interior wall design, interior cupboard like that one. It should be support or Dynamo. That's my question only.
For that, you have to go with the API. You have to
API.
go with API. Yeah, you have to go with API. For
Okay.
example, wherever there are set of rooms and you want to change a sort
Yeah.
of material instantly, okay, without
Okay. Okay.
selecting or
Okay.
something, then API is
But
required.
easily to design developing is possible. The
Developing is also
normally
no, developing is also
yeah.
possible.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Text
That's
me
fine.
personally
Yeah.
because that is quite advanced.
Okay.
Text me
Okay.
on
Okay.
text me on WhatsApp. Okay,
Which
I'm
one
gonna show you some sort of an
your
examples.
number?
I
Which
texted in the
your
chat
number?
box.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very
yeah.
much.
Thank you. So it's already 10:45. We crossed 15 minutes. Still, I'm not going to leave this. If you have any questions, you can still ask. Sir, how is
Yeah,
phone
what is
Yes,
number?
I have a question.
offline course is there?
Sorry, Ranjit?
Offline course is there available?
No, we are not doing any offline for this because the people are joining from different locations. Okay, I'm from Bangalore. We conducted our offline training. You know how many students we got? Only 3. And that too, one day they used to come, and second day, sir, I'm on a meeting, so I can't teach only for one person. Okay, so that is the reason
Okay.
it's like a pan country completely. Okay, so yeah,
Rajesh,
Okay.
when do you want to start the next actually?
it's a 23rd.
23rd, the same day
23rd
Ramadan
March.
is going to start.
Yeah, 23rd March. In next 3 coming days. I mean, tomorrow we have a webinar again. So that's important. It's a part of a training, but still we'll consider it as a demo for you. Okay. So from 23rd, the real training starts.
So the batch will start once the batch ends, then the next batch will start. You
The
don't
next
have the
batch,
parallel batches, right?
we don't have a parallel batch. It will take some time.
Yeah.
It will take some time
Like
because we actually this training supposed to start on 15th. There was some delay happened because of some internal things. Okay, so yeah,
okay.
now as of now I don't have any confirmation on the date. Clear?
Actually,
Once
I'm
you
Rajesh,
planning,
complete
but
this batch,
April
you're
1st
going to
onwards,
Rajesh,
I'll
if I
start
missed
this.
one day, what will do?
You will be getting the recorded videos after you seen the recorded, and it's for the lifetime. Okay, so if you have any questions on the next day, you will be joining like 5 to 10 minutes before and clear your doubts. Because if the training starts at 8:30, I'll be there in the meeting at 8:20. So if you have any questions, you'll be joined at 8:20 exactly, and you can clear your doubts. Everybody, it is the same thing. Clear?
What, Mr. Rajesh, what about that? Suppose you had a training and everything, and after that, some having some issues. So you are going to be clear all the things also?
After 2 years, you come and text me, Nadim. I'm gonna answer it.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Yeah. And still, it's common because I mean, for example, you have learned something, the outdated concept. After 2 years or after 1 year, we started introducing like a chat GPT. There is a one more chat PPT. There is one more chat RPT. If we implemented those, so we'll call you. We'll call every student, old students. We have found a new way to do this kind of a stuff. Come and learn. You understand? So we'll invite them to this, especially to that. There you will see the complete crowd, how many students we have trained so far. And that is not on the GoToMeeting like this. That would be on our personal website. So where we have thousands of participants limit. Okay. But there would be a lag,
After,
but still that is fine. Yeah.
okay, after we are going to be part of your organization, so we can able to get all your access, add in and all these things, whatever you are going to be in future also, if you are going to be managed or if you are going to be create, so you can able to share it with us
I'll,
or
I'll,
not?
I'm gonna write my entire company to you, Nadim.
Thank you very much.
Not exactly. You have up to some extent. Okay. So you have up to some extent. Okay. Don't expect all the add-ins. We have some limitations as well. Okay. Fine. We'll discuss that
Fine.
later.
Fine.
Depends upon your things what you're doing only that.
Basically, I am from MEP BIM modeler as a BIM coordinator.
Yeah.
So we are going to be handle all these things over here.
Yeah. You will get it.
Fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Rajesh Sayedimad here.
Yes, Ayat.
First of all, my apologies to stretch this session extra time, okay? But I want to ask one thing.
No problem.
The thing is,
If you sit me till 12 o'clock, also I'm very happy to sit. Understand? Okay.
Thank
No
you,
worries.
Rajesh. Yeah, thank you, Rajesh, and thank you, the participant. So my question is, I'm working in a US-based project, okay, for California-based project, and I'm operating from India. So my work timing is 2 to 11 p.m. Okay. So if I miss the session, because our stand-up meeting used to happen in between 7 to 9, or sometimes it stretches to 9:30. So for that reason, we are getting recorded video sessions, no? Entire recorded video sessions. What we have
Yes.
done.
Yes. Generally, if you're going through the recorded videos, Sayed, I will share you my calendar. So you have to block some days on those calendar on the weekends. So we can sit on, I mean, we can sit for like 30 to 45 minutes and you can clear all your doubts on that in the time itself. Clear? Don't worry.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Okay.
Because working, listening sessions from the office is quite difficult for us. That is why I answered this question. And one more thing, for my understanding, for better understanding of today's session, We are in BIM era, we are getting the concepts of visual programming, visual programming concepts using Dynamo as an interface. Okay. So
No,
after doing this, and we are
not exactly. We are purely into the dead-end programming. Today, I just shown you
yeah,
only
but
like a Dynamo.
no, till level 1 I'm asking. Yeah,
Until level
I'm
1, yeah.
talking about
Correct.
yeah, level 1 I'm talking, and that up to level 1, if I put a good hands of experience in that, then I can become an automation expert, right? In a month or in 1.5 months. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. To finish this, there are two different levels actually, level 1 and level 2. So when it comes to the level 2, you may see the different thing that's called, these are the concepts, Python basics, the general Python, okay? So the looping statements and the functions and the definitions and oops. So it'll take around like 8 days to finish all this, like, day 8 up to, okay? Understand the oops concept, it'll take 8 days. So generally the people are, I mean, now we are using chat gpt, no, you don't need to even take these days as well. So we are finishing a bit earlier. These are not at all required, to be frank. I mean, not in that, not in, for example, we have 100 concepts in Python. So we have eliminated almost like 70% concepts. The rest, the 30% concepts are more than enough to handle. So in that 30%, if you're good at, it's more than enough. Seriously, okay? The people, what they're doing, there is a concept which is very hard to understand even, which is very hard to write the code over there. The person will sit on the same task for months and months. I've seen many people, sir, I'm still late in the module 1, sir, I don't understand. Hurry, forget about that. You just first focus on the basic up to the advanced, I mean, into the very detailed way. If you know how to write the for loops, if you know how to write like if statements and else statements and everything, you can do a lot of stuff within the coding itself. And there is a level 3. See, importing Revit libraries into the Dynamo. From here, the real training starts. It's really beautiful. Then the level 1. Seriously. But without level 1, level 2, it's you can't handle it because there are many things to be considered within the level 1 first. Then it's a level 2. Okay. So total the duration for level 1 and level 2, it will take 2 months. So within this 2 months, whatever you have spent, it's everything. It's a pen worthy for 10 to 20 times. Seriously. Okay. So that's all. So any other questions? So these are the
One
concepts. These are
small
the
one.
concepts.
Rajesh,
Yeah.
in this Rajesh Vijay here, in this course, level 1 and level 2 will be combined, or those are different?
No, I think if you haven't received the fee package, then it's a problem. Level 1 is a different course, and level 2 is a different course. So the pricing for both are different. And if you go with a combo, we have a combo offer. So combo saves you very good amount of thing. Okay, that I'll text you tomorrow. So first you have to understand what is the Dynamo, whether you're able to first you have to understand yourself whether you're capable to take it or not. I mean, understand or not. Okay, let's come tomorrow. Okay, let's come and sit tomorrow and then try to understand whether the Dynamo is easy or not. Then you take a decision whether you're joining or not. Clear? Clear,
Hello,
everyone?
Rajesh.
Yeah, Gizel.
Is there like a certification for this training? Like for example, in Autodesk, you can get certified.
Very great. So the certificates, what we are offering, see, there are almost like 45,000 Dynamo users are already there. Okay. So our competitors, let's say, for example, if you type BIM Era Academy, let me show you. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's very slow. If I type BIM Era Academy, so you can see some, this is the way we issue the certificate. Okay. And this is not a piece of paper. It is a digital certificate actually. So digital certificate in the sense when you click on the certificate, when I mean, for example, when I click on this Shubham Yadav, okay, so it's not exactly which is like linking. When I click on uh, this link, and when I click on this Shubham Yadav profile, so in the bottom, the under the licensing, this guy have done advanced Dynamo and the design scripting from the Bimmer Academy and the Dynamo Python scripting in Revit API from the Bimmer Academy. Is that clear? So why this has happened? Because most of the HRs, they're going through the LinkedIn profiles and they're looking into the certifications and they're
Yes,
checking whether
correct.
the certifications are real or not. Okay, so it is Python and Revit API expert certified by Bimera. Okay, so if they wish
Is
to
there
still, yeah,
is there additional fee or is it included
no,
in the training after the
we
training?
are we are paying I think 3,700 something only for this to the LinkedIn, and it's completely part of the training. You're not going to charge, you're not going to pay anything for it. And if you want to pay additional, I'm very happy to take. Okay,
No.
but actually not required.
But,
Okay, it'll come into
uh,
my pocket then. Okay, fine.
because
So
it's additional, like if someone is looking, yeah, just what you said, if someone is looking for you in the LinkedIn and they saw the certificates, it's additional points. That's
yes,
why I'm asking
this
for
is very
this kind of
important.
certification.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fine.
thank
Any other
you.
questions?
Rajesh, it's
Thank you.
recognized.
Huh?
The certification is recognized means like Autodesk.
No, exactly. Autodesk is not issuing for all this kind of an upskilling stuff. Okay, Autodesk won't release
No,
any certificates for navies for any different kind of
no, I
tools.
just said example.
It
I
is
just said
it is an
example.
Autodesk authorized. It's authorized is completely different than an Autodesk one. Okay, because we are
Yeah,
an ETC, we
excuse
are
me.
an
Yes,
authorized
Mr.
mindset.
Rajesh.
Yeah.
I just have a doubt. Like as you told, like for level 1 and level 2, there are three levels, like level 1, level 2, and level 3, right? So, for example, if I get a combo for level 1 and level 2, you said like you can save a good amount of money if you take a combo, right? But for example, if I'm unable to get the exactly like what I want from this level 1, and I will let you know that I need some time to understand this level 1, later on I will go for level 2. So this
And
batch with the
not exactly. Good
yes,
question. For example, you have joined a training program level 1. Okay.
yeah,
I mean, within a 1 week time, you can convert a level 1 training to the combo. Okay. So we're not asking you in the beginning. We're not asking you to pay the combo fee in the beginning itself. Okay. So you will be paying
yeah,
for the level 1, and within a week time, if you really like the training, you can update to the combo. And if you're not that fast to understand, I will be
right,
sitting with you for 30 minutes or 1 hour in a weekends to make you understand the concepts. Okay. Is it clear?
okay,
I
yeah,
don't leave you exactly because everyone are not a one-time learner. I'm a very poor at understanding even, to be frank. Okay. So I used to watch everything twice and thrice. Second time,
if you go
sometimes.
technically, yeah, if you go technically and let the guys understand with the technical knowledge like how we are using the duct system and the pipe system, then it will be more easy for us to understand, because me, I'm from MEP side, so I'm working on a Kuwait airport project, right? So my side, actually I was working in MEP department, but now I have been shifted to BMS side. So there is a lot of documentation, there is a lot of modeling, like when you go for the BMS side, there are a lot of things which are connected with the mechanical side.
You can automate mostly. You can
Yeah,
automate mostly. Yeah, I understand your
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Okay.
Once we choose this combo, can you allow us to give some gap between level 1 and level 2?
That is
Rajesh,
up
or
to
we
you.
have to
Yeah, yeah.
continue?
No. That is up to you. You
That's
can
what,
take a break. You can take a
yeah,
break.
that's
For
what
example,
Sayed also asked, I think.
exactly.
Maybe
That's
we
what I'm
Exactly.
going
can
to
wait
convey.
for
For example, if we have finished level 1 and all together the students who have taken the combo, and if they decide like we will start after 10 days or 15 days, something like that,
Take
then
1
we
year.
can join as a
Sayed.
group in level 2.
You take a 15 days or 1 month or 1 year also. Okay. I mean, like when you are very confident on Dynamo, you can come and join the level 2 training.
That will be great from your side.
But trust me, once you started, whenever you started finishing, whenever a training is about to finish, you started asking me, so when is a level 2 training going to start? Understand?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
But
with my
that's fine actually.
examples, you don't need to even practice also, to be frank. Understand? That's how it is. Okay.
Really, that will be a great help from your end.
Yeah, sure. There is a policy. Yeah. Any other questions?
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
So
Thanks.
I will join you tomorrow.
Sure. At the same link. On the same link again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Everyone.
Thanks. Time, Rajesh.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rajesh. We are going to be leaving now.
Very
Thank
good.
you, Rajesh.
It's already 11 here. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow
Thank
at
you.
8:30.
Okay. Good night. See you.
Bye.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Bye.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Rajesh. Very informative session. Thank you.
Hey, don't miss tomorrow, man. Okay.
Sure. We will.
We are joining you.
Thank you, Mr. Rajesh. Thank you. Bye. So.
कुठला आहे हा कुठला
Cut.